Hey everybody, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and soon to be Happy New Year. Hopefully it's a Happy New Year, because we don't need any more of 2020, do we? Man, 2020, if I could say one thing about it, is it's just, if anything and everything could go wrong in the world, 2020 is a prime example. And I've learned not to say that things can't get any worse, because clearly they always can. So I'm trying to be humble and grateful for things not being as bad as they could be, I guess. I guess we'll find out here in the future what happens. One thing I have thought about is just focusing on things that I can control. And a lot of times we spend a lot of our times in life focusing on things that we can't control, and it's frustrating, it's stressful, and it's depressing. And so I just wanted to say, hang in there. I have a day job just like everybody else. YouTube is my pastime, and I just like to share my hobby of brewing and barbecuing with everyone. I wish I could do YouTube full time, but I don't know, man. Sometimes when I wonder if I did, how quick that could be taken away as well if I violate some kind of community policy or something with YouTube itself. Which I don't know how I really could with doing brewing and barbecue videos, other than a video kind of like what I'm doing right now. But I just want to tell everybody to stay positive. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Happy holidays. If you don't celebrate Christmas, it's okay. Still wish you the best during these holidays, and we're all in this together. So let's try and just keep the positivity there and enjoy these quiet, peaceful moments in our lives, because the United States especially has been through the ringer this year. Just so much unrest and craziness this year, and in the COVID thing that's going on, and that's global. And nobody likes to be locked down. Nobody likes to be told what to do. And there's all kinds of conspiracy theories and ideas out there, and I have mine a little bit too. But I am grateful that I have things to keep me busy and entertained during all this crazy stuff. So, and I hope that I can entertain you guys and help distract a little bit from all the just ridiculousness that is our world. But I want to show you guys some things here. I've been working here in the brew shed, and I'm cleaning up, so it's a little messy in here, but I'll show you what I've been doing here. I put up these shelf racks, and I'm going to go to the big box store and have them cut me some boards. Nice looking plywood's not crappy looking plywood, but like nice finished wood plywood that they do sell, that I used in my office. So I'm gonna have them cut them to length, and this is where I'm actually gonna store like my beer glasses, barware, if you will. And those bottles are my neighbor behind me. He handed those to me, and I usually like to reuse bottles versus buying them, because I give beers away a lot of times. And what I do with them is I wash them a couple times and then sanitize them and fill them with my own beer, and then I share it with others. And up here I've got 3 shelf supports. I'm going to put a pretty deep shelf up here that will support my claw hammer kettle if I want to get it off the table from time to time, and put my empty water jugs up there. I just wanted like an extra shelf up here to store those kind of things. And over here, I've got 2 more sets of shelf supports that I put in that, I mean, these are solid, man. They're iron. They're black enamel coated, and they're so solid. I mean, I would not want to get hit in the head by one of those things, because that would be a doozy. But these are 13 inches deep, So I should be able to have extra shelves here to put just random items like my cleaners and equipment parts and stuff. I just needed places to put stuff. And then it's like I said, it's a mess in here. Items like this can go on the shelves too. My grinder or crusher and my extra 5-gallon kettle. But I also do plan to put a monitor or TV up here or something. I'm hoping to maybe do some live streams out of here eventually and just have a dedicated Raspberry Pi machine or something in here for that. And that's just my ring light I use sometimes to illuminate my wonderful, beautiful face for you guys. So, but yeah, the Kegerator's been in here for a little bit. Had a neighbor behind help me lift this thing, and don't worry, we didn't work too hard. I have these straps that you just put the strap underneath, and then both of you have these like shoulder straps that you put on, and you can both lift it, and all you gotta do is pretty much you're just using your legs to lift this thing, and you're guiding it with your arms. It made it so much easier. I did relocate my Inkbird controller that was screwed in right here, so I'm gonna have to putty that in and stain it. But I moved it over here to this side because I wanted to be able to plug in over here. And this has been like the never-ending bottle of CO2. It just I haven't refilled this bottle in forever, and I've got gone through like 5 or 6 kegs. But I did notice that since I switched my fittings to these stainless steel ones, I'll show you guys right quick. So if we open her up, you'll see I'm not using those plastic quick connects anymore. I upgraded to these stainless steel ones, and man, they've been fantastic. They don't leak solution, they don't leak CO2 or anything. They've been great. And I mean, before when I was using the other ones, I would lose CO2, so I know it was leaking in those little plastic parts. But these were a little costly, but I mean, they'll pay for themselves over time and just not losing any CO2. But right now, the only kegs I have beer in is this one, which has the brown ale, and then this one, which has the Thai ginger saison. And these are empty. And of course, I'll run some cleaner through the lines before the next beer goes in. But if you look, this keg sits higher than the other ones. And so this keg doesn't get quite as cold because it's not it's not deeper in there. This is a good spot to have like stout and porter placement. Like if I wanted to have a beer in this keg, for sure it'd be like a stout or a porter. A beer that you typically want to drink at a little bit warmer temperature than your typical like 40 degrees or whatever. And actually I have this dialed in at 38 degrees. Yeah, it's dialed at 38. It's currently sitting at 39, but I do have the keys that are open. And I do have my probe just kind of down there, as you can see it, that little guy sticking out down there. I got it taped to the back here to hold it in place. But yeah, that's been working great. And it was nice to get it out of the garage and out here in the brew shed where I can just walk out here and get beers as I need to. But anyhow, I just wanted to hop on and say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you have a great time relaxing and not stressing over anything as much. Hopefully you're not. This has been a very interesting year. It's probably the weirdest year I've ever seen in my life. I'm 40 years old now, and I feel so bad for like kids growing up in this right now. My daughter's 3, she'll be 4, she doesn't know any different, and I'm trying to keep it from really being obvious with her anyways. We try to keep her busy and entertained and happy, and she seems pretty good with that. So parents, you're gonna have to step up a little bit too, and man, just do more for your kids and with your kids than we typically do, because they're bored. And this is a great time to kind of connect with your kids and just embrace that family time. But anyways, everybody have a safe, happy holiday season. I got some more videos coming up here in the near future. And I do have one right now that I have to edit, which is making this guy. I'll show you. It's making this thing. It just slides on and to the table and grips the table, and it allows me to mount my pump here. And I'm going to shorten this hose so it's just long enough to reach over here. That way gravity still will allow the work to feed to the pump, because it's not a self-priming pump. I don't believe it is. I usually have to gravity feed the fluid into it first before running it. So, but it's an okay pump. I might upgrade this pump later on to something else. I don't know yet. It does the job though, and I just wanted it off the floor, so I was able to come up with this solution. And so we'll see how it goes on the next brew session, because like I said, I am going to shorten this hose where I just go blink right there, and then I'm just going to hook from here to the top of the kettle, and no more pump on the floor. So, and the bourbon barrel stout is still down there conditioning right at this point. It's not fermenting anymore. It's just sitting and conditioning with those bourbon barrel chips. After this weekend, it'll have one more weekend to go, and then I'll keg it, and I'll let it sit in the keg for a little while, a couple weeks, and then we will try it. So anyways, I just wanted to keep this video sort of short. So you guys have a good one, and I look forward to doing some more videos for you here in the near future. And I do have a cooking video that's not barbecue, but you might appreciate it. Cheers.